talked about living peaceably. And this week we're going to talk about building stronger. And so understand that when we are trying to live peaceably amongst each other and in this world, there's always going to be turmoil. Did anybody have turmoil this last week? Just anything at all? You know how to say it. Just raise your hand. Yeah, I see those hands. All of us had some type of turmoil, backaches. You know, you had some. You wasn't feeling good on Wednesday. Back was just kicking in, and it's every day. Miss Patty every day, and you know, she lives through pain. You know, pretty much every day, and can only stand on her feet for so long and stuff like that. My mom is in the same boat where she can only be up for so long and then has to sit down, and you know, and a lot of us live through aches and pains. Some of us live through more severe pain and things like that. Miss Lori had knee replacements, and Rick as well, but you guys still deal with the aches and the pains. It may not be like it used to, hopefully, but you know, you still have those aches and pains, and we all go through those things, and not only physical pains, but also we go through things in our life that really is kind of more spiritual pains.
The audio just sounds muffled.
It's more exhausting, and people are
I'm listening to it on Facebook, and it just sounds muffled.
That people are doing better. You know, somebody shows their ugly head, you know, and
I don't know what's
shows
wrong
a
with
different part of them, and all of a sudden it's like, really, you know, just drive through Dayton on a, you know, on during rush hour, and you'll see all kinds of evilness, meanness, and so all of that being said, we need to try to strive to live peaceably amongst each other and amongst our neighbors, and so on and so forth. But really, to edify one another, we need to build a strong network between us, a strong relationships, and it helps. It helps whenever we're in church. Now, understand that you need to be careful who you really choose as your close friends. Now, I would hope that you would have friends where you could, you know, at work or wherever, people that you talk to that personal friendships, okay, because they do affect you, right? I've got many friends, but you know, they don't all line up exactly the way I do, and so I've got to be careful who I spend my time with, and the same with you. And we just, you know, it doesn't mean that those people are bad. It just means they're not in the same place as you, and that's okay. You know, you be a good example to them where you can, but make sure that we're careful who we hold in our, I don't say in our inner circle, because I don't like that. I don't like circles. But at the same token, you know, we have to judge ourselves in where we're at to make sure that we're not allowing other people to influence us, if you understand what I'm saying. But to edify means to build. So to edify means to build. And if you think the word edifice referring to a building, the same idea really is here. And verse 19 says, let us therefore follow after the things which make for peace, and things wherewith one may edify another. And we are to purposefully be looking for ways to edify or build one another up. I saw Miss Laura bought some suckers in a mug for, was that for Kyle or everybody? Yeah, so she brought in this kind of a happy birthday for Kyle, but then said, hey, here's some suckers for the crew back there or whoever. And so the point being, you know, that's edifying. That's saying, hey, I care. You know, here's something. You know, and honestly, Rick, most weeks, Rick brings in donuts and different things for the kids and the people and cookies and stuff like that. That's edifying. That is a ministry that he does that it helps him and it helps us. And it really ministers to the kids. You know, I don't ever
It's picking up
ask him
audio
to do
back
that.
here.
He just does that
That's
on
why
his
it
own.
sounds muffled.
So understand that things
I
that
tried
we do
muting
one
it from right
towards
there.
another, God recognizes those things.
It muted
He
it from
counts
here.
those as the service that we do. So with our heart, that's where God, you know, that's how we build the body of Christ. So each of us have a sphere or an area of influence, and you know, we're able to edify someone else. So for us to utilize those things, a parent is going to be able to edify their children and their spouse if they're married, and children would be able to edify. Hey, Dad, you did a great job. Mom, thank you. This is a beautiful dinner. Love it. You know, that kind of stuff to help somebody understand. And we all want words of encouragement. We all want to hear, hey, you know, thank you for that was a great meal. You know, every time I come home, man, the house is clean and smells great. Whatever the situation is, but at the end of the day, if you have kids, that's rarely, just so you know. Because the kids know how to be a tornado. But the point is we all need that type of lifting up, right? And it's not a lifting up that is like equal to God. No, it's an encouragement. And that's the basis behind this. North Carolina basketball coach Dean Smith instituted a point to the passer rule for his players. Every time a player scored, he would acknowledge the teammate who assisted the basket by pointing towards them. Smith said, I was so tired of the star always being the one who scored the most points. I wanted to reward the passer. Eventually, the rule became known as the Bobby Jones rule, named after one of Smith's players who had received a beautiful pass but missed the layup, yet still acknowledged his teammate. Understand, that's exactly how we live life. It's not about us. It really isn't. It is all about God. So when somebody helps you in life,